Hello there. This is Dr. Alan Craig with Harmony Hearing Center. I want to thank you for taking a couple of minutes of your time and listening in. I wanted to talk for just a little bit about why it is so difficult to hear in background noise, particularly when you have hearing loss. So imagine that instead of sitting here watching me on a video, we are sitting in a restaurant. And now there are all these tables with people talking, and they're making noise in the kitchen, and maybe there's music playing overhead, and all these extra noises are interfering with your ability to hear the person right across from you that you actually want to try to carry on a conversation with. Well, when things in our ears and our auditory system are working normally, here's how our ears do that. Here's how they pull that off. So our auditory system will listen to every sound in the room, and it will put it in its proper position in three-dimensional space. So for example, someone that was sitting immediately to my right would be, first of all, louder in this ear than they are in this ear. That's one clue. The other one is that their voice would reach this ear first and then have to go around my head and reach this ear second. So there would be a difference in the timing. And those two things are how our ears put all the sounds in the room in their proper position. And then in most cases, there is only one sound in the room that meets two criteria. First of all, it's the same volume in both ears. Second of all, it reaches both ears at the same moment in time. And that's that person sitting directly across the table from you. Your brain knows, based upon those cues, that that is the sound that is most important. That is the sound that you're trying to listen to. And so when you have normal hearing, you can hear that person that you're talking to in spite of all of the extra noise in the restaurant. Now, as we develop hearing loss, we don't get those same volume cues because we're not getting the same amount of volume of sound coming to our ears. So those volume cues don't work like they once did. And even the timing cues don't work as well as they once did because the nerve part of your auditory system doesn't fire as quickly as it once did. And so both of those cues get lost. And so what happens is you can still hear every sound in the room, but your brain is not able to lay them out properly in three-dimensional space, and it's not able to pick out that one important sound right in front of you and allow you to hear and understand that person that you're talking to. It's probably the most common complaint that people with hearing loss have, other than maybe ringing in the ears. Now, over the last few years, there have been significant advances made in hearing technology specifically to help with this problem. Using special microphone arrangements called directional microphones on the hearing aids, sometimes called beamforming, if you want to Google that. The hearing aids are able to separate sounds out in space, what's in front of you, what's behind you, what's out to the side, and give you that front focus once again that you once had when your hearing was normal. Also, through the use of AI, we have been able to make tremendous leaps in being able to separate speech, someone talking to you, to separate that from all of the other racket in the room and give that speech emphasis over all of the less important sounds. So hopefully that's informative and helpful. If you have any questions about that, or if you have any questions about anything related to hearing loss, hearing aids, or anything that we might be able to help you with, please feel free to give us a call at 870-268-1488, or you can email us at info@hearingaidsjonesboro.com, and we'll be glad to reply to you. We also have a tremendous amount of information available on our website. That's www.hearingaidsjonesboro.com. If you or someone you love has trouble with their hearing, we would love to be a part of the solution. Thanks so much for a few minutes of your time.